What's going on, guys? KW Stout, healthmindpower.com. In this video, I just want to address a question that I see all the time, and that is, can you build legs without squatting? And I think you probably know the answer is yes, of course. But you hear so much in the fitness industry that the squat is the king of exercises and you have to squat, and all these, so-called gurus make it out that you pretty much either have to squat or you're just not going to get any fitness results at all. And that's just not true. The truth is the squat is one of the best exercises that you can possibly do, assuming that you have the mobility and you don't have any serious injuries or anything that prevent you from doing it. But in terms of it being the best movement for legs, that's just not true. It's true for some people, not for others. For me personally, the squats never really did much for building up my quads and hamstrings that much. It's just, the more I squatted and the heavier I squatted, the stronger I got at squatting and the bigger ass I got. But my legs didn't really get that much bigger. They did for a little bit, but not compared to other exercises. So, for each person responds differently. And it also just depends on your natural stance and, how your own body mechanics, which are going to be a little different from person to person. So, why some people might get a lot of great development in their legs from squatting, others won't. So, and anyways, so to kind of help people who can't squat or refuse to squat, I actually put together a no squatting leg routine. And I'm going to go through that here real quick. But before I say that, before I get into it and get into the first exercise, I want to say that if you don't want to squat or you can't squat, then I would recommend doing a different variation of the squat if you can. Like something like a front squat or a goblet squat would be good alternatives that might actually give you better leg development. And there are other variations too, but those are two that I really like and I feel have been pretty effective for my legs. But if you absolutely refuse to squat or can't squat for whatever reason, then I've put together a quick routine. Well, it takes about an hour to do. And I've got it linked down below so you can see it all written out, but I'm just going to kind of go through the exercises real quick. So the first exercise in this routine is leg press. And this is again, so obviously I would have you starting with some kind of squat variation if you didn't want to do back squat as the first exercise on a leg day, on a no squat leg day. But since we're going with a true absolutely no squat, well, absolutely none of barbell squatting or anything like that, then leg press is a great mass builder for legs. So it's not necessarily the best overall body movement like a squat is, but for your legs it's a great mass builder and it works. So you start with the squat. I have it set here for 3 sets of 12 with a couple 1 to 2 minutes of rest. Then the next exercise is a dumbbell stiff leg deadlift, which you could do barbell or dumbbell. I like to do dumbbells with these a lot because I just get a better stretch. I like to hold the dumbbells a little bit off to the side, just a little bit. And I get a way better stretch that way than I do with the barbell. But the barbell is great too. So it's really just a matter of preference on that. Then the next thing is a decline crunch, and that's just because I like to train abs and legs together, because you do use your abs for a lot of the core or a lot of the leg movements for stability. So I just like to hit them on my leg days. Personally, I don't have a dedicated ab day. I don't think they really need it. It's just something you need to hit. You can hit it a few times per week. So right now I'm training legs 3 times per week. So I hit abs every time I train legs. And the next exercise is seated calf raises, which you can do any variation of calf raises. That's just one that I like. It's really convenient to do. And then the next one is Dumbbell Step-ups. Now this is a great leg builder, and I've actually seen a lot of progress in my legs since I started doing these. I hadn't done them in years, not since I was in high school. And the key with these is that whenever you're stepping up, okay, it's easy to just load a bunch of weight up, whether you're holding dumbbells or you put a barbell on your shoulders, and kind of hop up onto the step, pushing off from your back foot. But that's not how you want to do it. you want to, so when you have your foot up on the bench or whatever stand you're using, you want to lean your body weight forward on that elevated foot first, okay, and kind of position your body weight over that leg first, and then just barely, you don't even really want to push off with your lower leg. You just kind of barely push off and kind of really focus on getting that weight centered on the leg that's bent, and then stand up from there. And you'll notice you have to use a lot lighter weight when you do that, but you will get some great leg development from this exercise. And then the last one, and this to me has been a great mass builder for my quads, and it technically, I guess, is a squat. It's the Sissy Squats, and that's if your gym has a little Sissy Squat thing, which is basically just you put your foot underneath this pad, and so and then you've got something behind your foot, and it kind of locks your foot in place, and it allows you to go backwards into a squat, but a little different than a normal squat, and it really puts a really strong stretch on your quads. It's a great alternative to the leg extension. It's way better than the leg extension, and not only is it more effective, but it's just better for your leg development overall. So if your gym doesn't have that, then you can use a leg extension instead. And then I would follow that workout with either like 5 minutes of Tabata or 10 minutes of HIIT cardio at a different pace than what you do with Tabata, or just 15 to 20 minutes on the stair stepper, and that's it. And then of course there are many other leg workouts you can do that don't involve squatting. That's just one I put together that again is linked down below. If you do want to learn about some other exercise programs, full programs that will help you develop your legs that do involve the squat, then you can go down to the link below and download Zero to Fit, which is a free guide that's got a bunch of beginner and intermediate programs that involve all the big movements like squat, deadlift, bench press, and all of those. So if you've been putting off squat just because you don't like it or it hurts, not in an injury type of way, but it just hurts because it does hurt. You're going to be really sore. If that's all it is, then I would encourage you to actually give the squat a try, because for one thing, all that soreness, you do get used to it after a while. You don't get so sore, and squatting is actually a lot of fun because it's very challenging, but it's a great total body movement. I mean, you really see the changes in your entire body. You feel it whenever you're doing a squat. You feel it in your entire body, and if it's something you can do, then you should do it, at least some variation of it. Personally, my favorite variation these days is the goblet squat, but I wouldn't recommend jumping straight into that until you've really given the back squat a full chance, giving it a full chance to actually prove itself to you, because like I said, for most people, it is the biggest mass builder for their legs. It's just not 100% necessary. So anyways, that's it. Just wanted to do a quick video on that question. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and subscribe to catch all the next videos. I'll see you in the next one.